Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another morning coffee talks. Man, it was a great weekend. Spent some time with some friends, and it was supposed to be a game night, right? But we ended up just, well, at least me and the guy friend, where my wife was talking to the other lady friend, or whatever. But man, it was supposed to be a game night, but we ended up just having a deep conversation, and I appreciate that because a lot of times when you speaking to other guys, they don't really take the time to really open up as deeply and as sincerely. So I appreciate the conversation. It does bring me to this point of I think, and outside of this conversation, but it's a good reminder, right? Of the conversation we had. Majority of men know what they need to do. They may not know how to get there, right? Without a plan, without direction, but they know internally, instinctively, what we need to do to change and become better. And that was very obvious and prominent in that conversation that we had with the other man. It made me it created a reminder myself to say, man, I was in that situation and I knew I had the thoughts of I knew I need to change and become better, right? I know the feeling of what I'm going through when it comes to physical, mental, and spiritually. And it's funny because one of the things that I've said is something called the Trinity, which is the mind, body, and spirit, and that's taught through. And again, this isn't a religious channel, or whatever, but it's just interesting that those three components is what can make you whole. And is us talking about it or whatever. And he's very Christian, my friend or whatever. And he goes to church every week. He's very involved, which is great again. And it's just interesting because him coming from the biblical side and me just coming from my everyday experiences, it was able to connect the same way, right? And again, I'm not Christian or whatever. I would say I was raised Christian. I would say that I think just naturally I follow some of the teachings, and it just makes sense for me. Maybe just the environment I'm in, the society I'm in. However, again, us having that conversation just brought me to this point of the video, and that's the thing about habits. When I say we all know instinctively what we need to do and making those decisions, but those decisions come with their habits, right? And I would say, like, for me, your habits vote for the person that you're becoming, right? You're casting a vote for the person that you want to become every day. Every day you're voting. And it's not in a booth, but it's with your habits. What you do this morning, this afternoon, tonight, you're casting a vote for the person you're becoming. And the question is, are your habits voting for you or against you, right? The thing about habits, all right, that they're quiet, but they are decisive. No one sees your habits but you. No one applauds them. No one likes. No one validates. But they do compound, and that's either towards strength or towards regret. And it's just so powerful when you think about that. Like, which way do you want them to compound? Do you want them to compound so you growing, or do you want them to compound towards regress, right, where you're not growing? And again, the thing about discipline and habits, they're not an overnight thing. You become disciplined by repeating small, boring actions until they become your identity, which is the repeatable things or the small, boring things are habits, right? Those habits is what become your identity. And again, we talked about motivation yesterday. You don't rise to motivation, right? You sink to habits. Motivation is very emotional, but habits are structured. On days you feel good, man, listen, motivation works. It kicks into high gear. But on the days that you don't feel good, your habits are gonna decide everything, right? Your discipline is gonna decide everything. Listen, I don't want to. Every day I don't want to go to the gym, right? And just because I'm really at the end of like my weight loss goal, as far as the real results, I'm locked in, right? I'm going 7 days. That don't mean I'm lifting 7 days, but I'm lifting 5, but doing cardio on the other 2 days, right? But with that being said, that's why your future version of yourself isn't built on hyping yourself up, right? It's built on what you do even when you don't feel like it. And that was the point I just made. I don't feel like doing everything I need to do. I have a long laundry list of stuff I need to do today, but we have to get it done, right? Like I wanted to go to the gym now, but I'm like, man, I need to shoot this video now. If not, it's going to be put off to another time and it's going to miss the time I really want to release it. So it's like, let's just get it done now, right? And there's other things that have to do. But, right, it's built on what you do even when you don't feel like it, right? Those habits, they're built. So, with that being said, again, what I take away from that conversation I had with my friend was being that we know what to do, right? It's just making that decision to do it, right? Creating those habits to shape that identity and say, you know what? No matter what, I'm showing up for myself. I know I need to do this, but it's like, it's that one decision at a time, man, right? Because you don't wake up one day and just become confident. You don't wake up one day and have the life you want, right? You wake up because you kept the promises to yourself. You kept the decisions the right decisions that you made to yourself. Or again, going to the gym is like a vote for self-respect. Turning off distraction like your cell phone, a TikTok, all that is like a vote for focus. Showing up consistently for yourself, even when you don't want to, is a vote for your personal respect and leadership, right? Your habits aren't just actions, man. They are an identity statement. They're an identity statement. And again, those small votes add up. We know every vote counts. And again, no single vote, no single habit is going to change your life. But a lot of votes, repeatable daily actions, they're going to start to stack up. They're going to start to add up for the odds of your favor, right? Most people underestimate what 1 year of disciplined habits can do, right? And they overestimate what shortcuts can do in a week. I remember. So like I said, I just came off like a 3-month training thing with a personal trainer, right? Which helped me really lose them last 20 pounds to be down 100 pounds overall from where I'm currently at. And I remember like this was around Thanksgiving week. I mean, that 1 week pushed me back up like 5-6 pounds, right? And it took me like 2.5 months to get down like 12 to 15. You see what I'm saying? And it was like, dang, like that 1 week, and it wasn't even a whole week because I ate like 2-3 days worth of Thanksgiving food. Listen, I went in, but I'm just thinking like, what if I went a whole week? And that really would have erased damn near 2-3 months worth of progress, right? So that's what I'm saying, man. You got to understand that these habits start to stack, right? And the truth about it is, your future on what your habits and stuff isn't confused. Your future isn't confused, right? It's being built daily. Now, which direction you want to go, that's going to determine on your habits and which way you're voting for yourself, right? And I would say you got to ask yourself, if today's habits that I'm creating become permanent, would I be proud of who I'm becoming, right? Would I be proud of that? What side wins the vote, right? Who wins the race? Is it the side that you see a great future for or not? Or the side that took the shortcuts and the habits that you didn't want? And again, us as men, we know, again, we may not know every step to become the best version of ourselves, right? To become more disciplined, to create the habits that's going to help us build the life we want. But we know instinctively, internally, that something needs to change. And we know what that change needs to be. So I want to leave y'all with that. If you got any value from that video, hit the like button. If it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. And share this video out with someone who may need to hear this. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Much love. Peace.